It's you. Well, welcome. If you come, welcome. If you don't, I don't know what to say other than I'm so sorry you didn't make it. That's a weird thing right there. Apparently TV is behind. I see there are 4 people watching. Thank you for coming, you 4 people. I'm happy to see you. I have no idea who you are, but thank you for showing up. I just thought I would check in and see what everybody's doing for New Year's Eve. We have plans. And right here, I have hot cider. It's actually lukewarm cider. I did not microwave it long enough. Nursing our travel bug. How are you guys? Do you have some plans for New Year's Eve? I don't know if it was a good idea to turn my TV on in the back. I really don't. We have got our Christmas stuff down. All of it's down. Getting ready for a little New Year's Eve party here tomorrow night. Super low key. The first is a travel day. Oh, where are you guys traveling to? Are you've got a new location you're going to be working from? So this is, I love cider over, love cider. Travel Grandma, hello to you. Hey, Elaine. My little sister's middle name, Priscilla, is my little sister. Her middle name is Elaine. We have a little gathering tomorrow night, a little shindigish. Nothing like we used to have. It'll be considered pretty low key, to be honest. But anyways, I love apple cider over apple juice. But there's a bite to this. I love this particular one. Well, it's the night before New Year's Eve. So happy night before New Year's Eve. Hello, Jim Bertrand. Thank you for showing up. Glad you're here. Kaylee, thank you for coming. Got a little not spiced cider. I honestly keep trying to say spiced cider. I don't have spiced cider. I have just simply apple cider. A little shindigish, yes, ma'am. Natasha's changed how she works. We're in Florida. Oh, wow. How is the weather in Florida? I think the last I knew was unfortunately too long ago. I thought you were, I don't remember. Kaylee. So, yep, we're going to have just a few people. It'll be my nephew and his family, and I think their friend, that is their roommate, and her 2 little ones will be here. And so it is weird to see myself back there. I'm not so sure I'm excited about that, but my son took down, well, he didn't just do it. I helped, my nephew helped, my son helped, my niece-in-law helped. Took down our Christmas stuff because truthfully, I believe that our tree was ready to burst into flames. And I couldn't have a fire in my fireplace again in good conscience. And I like fires too much. So we took down the tree and everything else, and we will have some, little things going on in here tomorrow night. And I probably will run a live stream tomorrow night. I'm thinking. Hello to everybody from everybody. And Elaine, my nephew and his family are gone. They're, as far as we were snowed in. There was myself, Richard, our son Brent, Alex, otherwise known as the Modern King, his husband, my nephew, his wife-ish person. I love Peggy, so I'm just teasing her. Their roommate and 2 children. And by the way, We have one child. He's 31, almost 32. And we haven't had that many little kids around for several days in a long time. So they're gone. They're fully at home. I'm working. So what I'm doing, y'all, is I'm working on a video about how to do a live stream from StreamYard. And then I'm going to be sharing. Oops, I just about spilled my cider. Then I'm going to be sharing it with a certain somebody and teach them how to do a live stream. And we're going to do a live stream, or I'm going to do an interview with that person. And so I'm excited about that. I'm working on that project. So you should have left the other Christmas decorations up. You know, Priscilla, once we were on a roll, it was all coming down. The lights are up on the fireplace, which we leave up all year. They're white lights. Brent has them. Alex, my son changed his name from Brent to Alex legally. His name went from Richard Brent Lake to Alex Richard Brent Zewahatten. And I'm not kidding. From Richard Brent Lake to Alex and a couple more middle names, Zewahatten. You know, people can change their names. I can't spell it, so I better never need to spell it. Anyways, we got that all. We just got it all taken down. We still have the lights, but Alex has restrung them, and I'm not sure how he has it plugged in. Otherwise, they'd be on. Florida's a great in the Keys now. Back up closer to Tampa Saturday, doing the Thousand Trails Shuffle. Yes, I love Thousand Trails Shuffle. As a matter of fact, Richard and if I'm lucky at all, we will go to Thousand Trails pretty soon. One of my pieces of news is my surgery was rescheduled. My back surgery that was supposed to happen on the 21st is rescheduled for the 6th, a week from today. So, wifeish person. Yes, she's his wifeish person. She's like my own niece now. I love her. You know, I love her unconditionally, warts and all, and she loves me, I think, warts and all. And y'all, otherwise known as fiance. Okay, Priscilla, no need to be a smart aleck. Lucretia-isms. Okay, we'll go with that. I thought I was going to show you a necklace that my son gave me, but I don't have it on. Zua, what now? Zewahatten. So when Alex and Josh do not have good medical care, their doctor sucks. Their insurance is pretty much not even accepted in this area, this whole state anymore. And so I got him to switch over finally to my insurance, or our insurance. That's the best one. And so my doctor and to my doctor, we may have discovered cider and rum tastes like caramel apples. Cider and rum tastes like caramel apples. Well, I don't drink anymore, Bill, but I can imagine. And I never, when I like drinking, I never liked rum. No, thank you. I don't know what it was. I just was not I was just straight tequila and beer. Hello, Camping Therapy. Glad you made it. Glad you're here. Doreen. Charm Heart. Hi and howdy to you too. Nomadic Tribe Family. So back to Zewahatten. So I told my doctor, I said, they really need a good doctor. You're filled up. Because he's my son, would you take him? Because they will do that often. And she said, well, sure. She wanted to write down his name. And I said, well, first I prefaced it with this. I said, my son is a very interesting person. He's very interesting, and he's a character kind of fellow. And I said his name. His new his new name is Alex Ewahat. And she literally goes, and I said, yes, it's Alex Ewahat. And I kind of spelled it the way I thought it was supposed to be spelled. And so, Kaylee, I'd respect a name change unless I give birth to that person. I carried you, birthed you, raised you, loved you. I respect your choices. I'm calling you the reasonable, family name I gave you. Deal. So I call him Alex occasionally, but he's Brent, and his Brent is still part of his name. But I call him Brent mostly, and I think he understands. That's driving me crazy. Okay, right there we go. See you behind the face. Yes, the other me. And it looks like there's two me's back there. I thought I would try it out. So he brought the, I think this is a 60-inch TV, put it off to the side here in the room. And his idea was I could have, I think I'll try to find something of our channel different other than the immediate live stream because it's a little bit distracting. So anyways, what are you all planning? So do you have anything planned? Well, like I said, we're going to have this get together tomorrow night. Hopefully my sister Priscilla and her husband will be able to come. It will be a small shindig-ish thing. Hello, following the yellow brick road, Shirley. So glad you are here, and glad you caught it too. It's nothing planned, nothing fancy schmancy. It's just chatting. Couple of things, and I'm sure you all, obviously the whole community knows that Camo Dave passed a couple of days ago, and I did watch him semi-regularly, not all the time, because I can't watch any one person all the time, but he did make me laugh, and he was interesting, very interesting guy. So I was sad to see him pass, but I think what I said was something to the effect, safe travels, and something about safe travels, you know. They're having a fireworks in our town at 7:30, otherwise sitting home doing punch needle. I am contemplating doing some crocheting again, although the first thing I ever crocheted was a sweater. I didn't start out with a pot holder. Started out with a sweater, and a blue sweater at that, like a royal, beautiful blue sweater for Richard. Unfortunately, I think the sleeves were about, maybe 2 inches off from each other in length. Sorry, but, oh, hold on. Let me go back here. January 1st is Luna's birthday. She'll be 7. I'm going to stuff some tuna into a cookie cutter shaped like a 7. We're going to party. Well, that sounds like fun. Luna's going to have a nice treat. So Priscilla, staying home. I'm always too tired to be on 6. I know. Honestly, last New Year's Eve, we were in bed. Richard was sound asleep by about 11:10, something like that. And so if they were not coming, we would be probably in bed. Richard sound asleep by about 9:30, 10 o'clock, which is fine. We've spent quite a few New Year's Eve together. Yeah, he was a really interesting guy. I really enjoyed some of the stuff that I watched, and he gave me some good ideas. I'm not a party girl these days either. I remember the days of getting, like, literally, I was even 21 years old, and I would go to the salon and get my hair done and my nails done and go out. I'm talking out to bars. One of my brother-in-laws played in a band, and I did the door for him, and in return I got to drink. So I haven't done that since I was about 22. And I'm 60, so the majority of my life I've done very limited things on New Year's Eve. We were supposed to do an ugly Christmas sweater live stream. I completely forgot. I was in Pennsylvania all last week for Christmas. I was here for Christmas, but it was crazy. It was crazy. And then following Christmas, we got snowed in with my nephew and all of the people from his home because we had unexpected snow, and it was over 10 inches. And I had a friend of mine saw what I said last night. I think it was last night or night before last. I did a little hello kind of thing video. And yes, come over during the day, Priscilla, and we'll party with some cider, apple cider, just plain old apple cider, nothing in it. I do want to go get some treats tomorrow. Isn't that weird? So all the years Brent was growing up, we never went out. We were with Brent every New Year's Eve. We just loved him. I enjoyed him. Richard enjoyed him. And we had both had enough parties prior to those years. So we didn't need to go out and party. Yes, as much as possible, Kaylee. Priscilla's husband has a very serious heart stuff that he's healing from, and had open heart surgery about a year and a half ago, and not COVID, but other heart related stuff. And then a shoulder replacement that was very painful to recover from. And so they really do not want either of them to get sick. And so they're very leery about going places. I don't blame them. And yes, too many drunk drivers. It is the night of a lot of drunk drivers. Does anybody know the most drunk day night of all, though? And it's not New Year's Eve. I'll see if anybody can come up with what event, I'll just say event, holiday or otherwise, that is the most drunk laden event day night of all. I usually am on the go to my sister's homes, rarely reciprocal. Oh, Priscilla! Oh, you need to plan something. If you plan something, they will come. I swear to, can't believe you just sandbag me again, Priscilla. I will be putting that down on my list of naughty and nice. Yep. Drunk fireworks. Drunk fireworks night. All right. I'll talk to you later, Priscilla. Those duty heads. I know. Well, I'm generally the only one who plans something and invites everybody. But who's keeping track of all those 365 events? So anyways, yeah, they don't want to bring it into their home, and doing everything they can to keep him healthy and not have to deal with anything. So anyways, we'll see how tomorrow night goes. So yeah, we had it between here in Eugene, we had a major snowstorm between 8 and 10 inches. Actually, it was over 10 inches. It is Nope, it is not St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure if anybody will get it because it's off the radar of many people, but it's a huge thing in this country. I'll give you that. It's it's one of the biggest days in this country where people watch TV. There's a hint. There's another hint. Let's see. Where'd it go? A while, see must the phone. Ah ha ha ha. Oh boy, that was a good one. Stepping away, plug the phone in. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see if anybody can come up with it. I'm very curious. There were 19 of us at Christmas dinner. Wow, 12 them adults. One tested positive 2 days later. No one else. I've been tested twice this week. Well, I hope that is the way it stays, because I do know here in Eugene, we were down in the 900s. We're now at 3,000 almost a day testing positive. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Nursing our travel bug, Bill. I believe it's probably still Bill. The Super Bowl, yes. And unfortunately, that's also the biggest day that they get, trauma lines get calls from wives about abuse, physical abuse, domestic violence. It is it's the biggest day for that as well. So yes, tremendous amount of drunk driving on the Super Bowl day. We've had a lot of rain and many gray days here in New Jersey. Depressing, but I don't have to shovel it, so it's all good. Yes, I love the snow, Kaylee. I do. I love the snow. Although, so I live in a kind of just a suburb of Eugene. I'm about 6 miles from downtown Eugene, and my street does not. Yes, Jim and Shirley both also got it. My side street does not get, it's a dead end. It does not get plowed. And although we discovered, so our son and us share a car. It is his car, but we put our truck up in part for the down payment on that car because I just knew I was going full time. That was when we bought our RV. I just knew we were going full time right then. We weren't going to need that truck. I have learned so many lessons. I have learned so many lessons, and that is just not. There we go. There we go. Better. And so it didn't need it, and it needed a lot of work to start with. So, yeah, J. Oh, okay. I've had all three. Richard and I both have had all three we can possibly have. I wonder if there are really more cases or testing is becoming more. I don't. That's a legit question. I don't know that we have a way of knowing that. I know I don't think so though here in this area. I do believe there is more of it. Lots of sex trafficking from what I've heard. From where? I do know there is a lot that comes up through I-5. Yeah, and oddly, one of our small ports, Coos Bay, has a lot of that come through there from Coos Bay. It's really sad. And was tested within an hour on one other person in line. So so what has happened here is that so some are expensive. Yep. So here, one of the things that's happened is that the pharmacies, and probably everywhere, has been tasked with the injections and doing the shots, and it has greatly overwhelmed the pharmacies to the point of Walgreens in Eugene and many locations have closed down completely the pharmacies on the weekends. Have you ever known of a Walgreens to close down? Me neither. Called my doctor today and was tested. Oh, okay, so I got that one. that. Yeah, Super Bowl. And Thrifty Angela, hello, Thrifty Angela. Welcome. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. We're just chatting about tomorrow, New Year's Eve, see what everybody's up to. Anything fun? Maybe you're doing something different this year. We are going to have some people over, and then go from there. We're just going to have an in-house party. Nobody drinks. We're not going to be having alcoholic beverages. And so it'll just be, we're going to play some games. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very nice to hear. My hair is a little different, quite different. So I go back and forth. I vacillate. I vacillate with my hair. I know. They had lost almost all of their staff as well in the pharmacy. So they were tired of all of the work, apparently. I don't know. I don't know. You're just planning a stay home with hanging out with the boys. You know, this is going to be one of the first New Year's Eves I have been able to spend with my nephew in a long time. So I'm going to be happy to be spending it with my nephew. He's an adult. He's got a fiance. So it is weird and risky. It's very risky because I think everybody knows Walgreens, besides Walmart, is the biggest pharmacy in the nation. I believe. I hope I'm not giving out misinformation. And so I don't know. They couldn't handle the work. At one time they were filling 0 prescriptions and only doing shots. I was there the day they said that. That's the day I got my my booster, Richard and I, and they were only doing shots, no prescriptions at Walgreens pharmacy. It's weird. A little scary. And my little sister wasn't able, she has a Safeway pharmacy. I don't know if y'all have Safeway stores, but it's kind of like an Albertsons or, one of the neighborhood Walmarts. Here we have a neighborhood Walmart that is only a grocery store. Anyways, I quit Walgreens. I couldn't deal with it. And anyways, Lucky Dog Productions moderator, welcome to you, Sue. Any plans for New Year's Eve? So check this out, Doreen. I go to a local pharmacy too. Mine is it's called River Road Health Mart, and there's one here, and there's one in a small town about 20 miles from where I live, south right off I-5. I use I'll tell you this. Medicine Richard takes Walgreens. This is what changed us from Walgreens. Walgreens was going to charge us about $333. $333, which we were not spending. Okay. We just didn't have the money to spend $333. And our Health Mart pharmacy that we switched back to because of that prescription right there charges $49, $47. And I asked the pharmacy owner, I said, I'm glad that you charge this, so don't get me wrong, but how do you do it? Walgreens is probably the largest pharmacy in the nation, if not in the world, other than Walmart. How do you do this? They're charging $333 what you're charging under $50 for. I'd like to understand this. And I was a health policy major in my graduate school that I couldn't finish. And so I'm always interested in health related stuff. And he said, well, it is just a little known fact that, first of all, they don't buy their, we all know they don't buy their product for what they charge. Obviously, they have to make a living. He said, but clearly it's less than $49 because that's what he charges, and they're charging $333. He said that they do not tell their pharmacists, the people who do the buying, do not communicate with the pharmacists how much they're actually paying for the medications. So yeah, I was stunned. I was stunned because that is so far and above making a profit, if you know what I mean. So Catherine Cook, hello to you. And are you and Homer doing anything fun or different for New Year's Eve? Just working my way back up the, want to see what sounds good. Use Good RX. So we have, everybody, we have that available to us, but truthfully, we cannot get anything cheaper, truthfully, than this neighborhood pharmacy. And I almost lost them. So I think many people know what being 86 from a bar means. It means you're thrown out. Okay. I've been 86. I know it's hard to imagine, but I was 86 a couple of times. And I almost got 86 from the pharmacy that I love now because my son went there. My son, he's very protective of me. Him and I can have pretty intense conversations, but he's very protective of me. And he went there to pick up medication for me that they'd had for a week, and they did not have it ready. It was not going to be ready, and it was the weekend, and he went all Alexander Ziwahatin on him. And I called the pharmacy, and the owner, which I am friends with now, and he's fine with it, but he said, I don't need your business. I don't need that kind of stress. And I said, I am so sorry. I will deal with my son. He will not do that again. And so, yeah. If you're traveling often, it's better to use the chains. I know, but so what we had to do, because my insurance, because I'm on disability, I'm on SSI disability, I am on Medicaid. I don't even have a choice in Oregon. In Oregon, even if I wanted to be on another insurance, it's the marketplace, I couldn't choose it. My choice is gone in Oregon. Maybe different in other states. So anyways, they don't pay for medication being bought out of state. And because I tried that, and I wasn't able to. And so our son, when we were in Quartzsite this winter, I had to have him send it to us overnight. It's not cheap overnight. Staying with dogs, fireworks. So yeah, we'll probably have some fireworks in our neighborhood too. It's just the way it is. I can't even believe I'm saying this, because we used to buy fireworks from Washington, which has different, funner fireworks, shall I say, available. And my sister and brother-in-law would bring them down on the 4th of July for my dad's birthday and to celebrate the United States. And and now I don't like them. And the reason is because the animals that my family has, I've really discovered they're traumatized by them. I've had a pit bull and a German Shepherd in bed with me on the 4th of July, heads covered up because they were terrified. And that's true fact. And my beagle, she is shivering and shaking from it. And there's only so much room in a king size bed. Me, Richard, German Shepherd, pit bull, and beagle. It's not fun at a certain point. No, I really don't like it. And also they do it from the horse arena, which is like due north of me about 3 miles, maybe 2.5 miles. It's where all the rodeos happen. It's really a cool place. But I was thinking, they do that on the 4th of July there. That's when we have our rodeo. And I just only wonder if it must scare the horses, really. Must scare horses too. Not just doggies and cats. So if I had to go with a chain, it would be Walmart. I would go with Walmart. Not to mention, even though there's a lot of Walgreens, I'm fairly certain there's more Walmarts throughout the nation than there are Walgreens. We did get our shots at Walgreens because Walgreens is right up the street from me, about a mile. And so we just made our appointments and went in there. All right. So pretty much just low key kind of thing going on. I was watching a video today, and it was trying to think of who it was. Joy Bless. Oh, there's Forever Best Friend. Although I know you have a new name, Charlie Grace. Where did it go? I just lost you. I was clicked on you. I know you have a new name. I cannot remember what the new name is. And I'm going to drop a link. And if you want to come up here and tell us what your new name is, tell me specifically. I would love, I just don't remember the name. You can also type it in. Anybody could come up, by the way. So, and then we have Joy Bless Life. Happy New Year to you. Thank you very much. Glad you stopped in. One reason you went to Walmart is because they are nationwide, and I found them to be very helpful. I believe I'm caught short away from home. They'd come. So when we were in Quartzsite, January through March, we that's when I found out my insurance will not pay for it filled out of state. And so I contacted Walmart, and I didn't quite understand the issue up until Walmart really explained it to me. And so anyway, they were very helpful. They wanted to help. They wanted to do whatever they could. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards, and our son just had to ship it to us. So if you'd like to come up and say something about your channel, say hello to somebody, wish them Happy New Year, just click on the link that I dropped, and you can come on up. I'd love to have people up, say hello, see you in person. And no, I don't have a fire going because I ran out of logs. I have to get some more logs. Amazon, because I never can find what I want at local stores anymore. So I love Amazon. I love Amazon. Just saying. I'm not trying to make them rich. I'm just trying to get what I want. Matilda McIntyre, where are you at? Up here. Let me find you. Matilda McIntyre. There you are. Happy New Year. Sorry I can't watch the live, but we'll watch later. Give you a thumbs up. Thank you. And if anybody else hasn't had the opportunity and you would like to do so, please feel free. It helps with my analytics, as everybody knows. Life's all about analytics now. Can't even believe I'm saying that. Catherine Cook. Kaylee, Sharon will email you something. Oh, there you go. All right. And I've got some coolish apple cider here. Roy and Becky, hello to you guys. I think you're in Texas now. I believe you're in Texas, or you were traveling to Texas. I was watching you on TV because my nephew and his fiance and their two little child friends that they're watching during the day while their mom's at work showed up, and I was tasked with entertaining them. So are you guys going to be traveling more, Roy or Becky? And what will you be doing tomorrow? So I'm going to drop a link one more time. And if you don't know how to do it, all you have to do is tap on this link and come on up. It'll bring you into my basement. I'm looking, so I'm hoping. So if you were here late, my surgery has been moved to, it was canceled, and it's been moved to a week from today. 5:30 in the morning, I have to show up at the hospital. So I likely won't go to sleep. I should just go spend the night in their emergency room. I'm not going to have Richard or anybody else with me. I believe that they're shut off anyways from guests, and that would be considered a guest. He would be considered a guest. I am going to get it's called Ride Source, and my insurance does cover Ride Source. I'm going to get a Ride Source ride, and that way, I'm good with it, by the way. I've had so many of these back surgeries. It's like a day, and it's just easy. I prefer just to be me there, so I don't have to worry about whoever has taken me, whether it's Richard or it's my son or it's my sister. Thousand Trails. Worrying about them sitting there for hours, because it is not fun. I mean, I've done it many, many times, and so has Richard and other people in my family. And I'm not afraid of my surgeries, so I will just don't be hanging out in the hospital for any more than you have to. Absolutely, Kaylee. No interest in that. So I'll just have the taxi come and pick me up and take me and drop me off. And then I'll just be able to focus on them getting me ready for the surgery. When there's Catherine. 1 second, Catherine. When I had my hand surgery, I had to be there at 5:30. I drove myself and then had someone pick me up that way they didn't have to sit there for. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I am not interested in that. All right. So, Catherine, are you ready? All right.
Hi.
Hey, Catherine, how are you doing?
Just fine. We are at Imperial Dam, but we're over by the water.
Uh-huh. I remember Imperial Dam because you guys took us there, right?
Yeah, but that was LTV. I'm going to take you outside and show you where we're at. Latricia, I'm talking to Latricia. Homer wanted to know who I'm talking to.
Tell him hi. Hi, Homer.
Okay, let's see if I can turn this around. I don't know. We are with, let's see, no. I don't know how to do this, but I'm outside. Water's out there.
Uh-huh.
We're with Full Tiny House and Deborah. And then Sharon and Sal are on the other side of us.
Uh-huh.
They're over there.
Okay.
In a fifth wheel. And we have some other people on the other side. Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, was here, but he moved down closer to Aja and Open Road Destination. And I don't know who else is down there.
Sounds like there's a full house there. Full tiny house.
Yeah. But I mean, we have a great view out my window. I can see that.
Yeah.
That island with all the water. So we're on a different permit like. So this costs $75 and it's good for a year. But we can also use, if we just had that, we could use the dump water and trash over there. But we also have our long-term pass. So I'm going back inside. It's cold. It's a little cold here.
It looks
We have a little rain today. Yeah, Yeah, had a little rain today. Supposed to get more. Hold on, I
Uh-huh.
gotta put you down so I can shut the door.
All right.
Okay. Latricia says hi. I'm busy making dinner. Come on. So I'm making chili.
Ooh. Oh, that looks good. I need to make, I got stuff to make ham and beans with.
Well, I put meatballs in mine, so
Aha.
Homer wants to know how Richard's doing.
You know, so Richard, he's got doctor's appointment next week. He's
Mm-hmm.
not feeling great, so he's going to be looked at and see if they can figure out what's going on.
Okay, that's good.
That's what they're
Been
doing.
praying for him.
Thank you very much. Very appreciated.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
And after the new year, since we're Latter-day Saints, I can put Richard and your name into the temple, and every session they'll be praying for you guys. So the Lord knows what you need, and so a bunch of people will be praying for you at sessions at the temple.
Thank you. That's, we always appreciate that, people praying for us, and we pray for people all the time. I mean, I have come to care about so many different people,
Yep.
and I believe prayer works. Well, I've experienced it to work, so that's why I love it. So we have someone here talking about how people do get sick in the hospital, and that's true. Very true. Very true.
Well, my daughter is 8 months pregnant, and she's been exposed to COVID. I haven't heard if she's positive or negative. So, and my little granddaughter's class, daycare class, has been closed down because 2 kids got COVID.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah, it's this particular
we're
strain
praying
is
for
very
them too.
transmittable. So camping therapy. Doreen says she wishes she was closer to Quartzside because she'd be there. Yeah, you'd have a lot of fun there.
Yep.
Travel grandma, I need to take off to make dinner. Nice chatting with you all. Thank you for coming, and I'll be in touch with you tomorrow, and we'll set up a time, okay? Thank you for your patience. So, Kaylee, let's see what's going on here. Oh, we had police all over last night, by the way, and I live in a really calm subdivision. It's a nice subdivision, and there were police on several streets around us, on our street, because it's still got snow on the ground, and so I could hear when the police were going. They were driving up and down. They were looking for someone on foot. Definitely looking for someone on foot. And I don't know if they caught him, but I made sure Brent and Richard made sure everything was locked up tight. Yeah, so Quartzside is about 1,000 miles from us. It's a little further for you. It was quite a ride too. And you would probably have to go through a lot of snow, Doreen, but a lot of people do it, It's a great experience. I will be honest. And there's people who say, oh, do it one time, you won't need to go again. I disagree. I enjoyed it. And it would be different for me this time. Since I've been there once, I think it would be a way better time. Because I was nervous, I was nervous. I just didn't know what to expect.
Okay, Coco.
Yeah, don't know if it affects baby or not, Kaylee. So how is the everybody having a fun time there right now? How long have you been at Imperial Dam?
A couple days.
I know that who was it? Roy, snakes here. We don't bite out there. Snakes maybe bite. Camp Goer 1, hello to you. Are you doing anything fun for New Year's Eve? I cannot believe 2022 is almost here. I can't. It's just, this year has, as much as it's been a miserable year, other than when I was in Quartzsite, it's been a tough year for everybody. For many people, it's been tough. I love Quartzsite, and Minivan Lee is going to be having a meetup there this end of January, and I really wish we could be there. I really wish we could be there. You're ready for a new year? Well, I think everybody is. Are you ready, Roy, to come up? Say hi. Oak doke.
Hi.
Hey, Roy, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Just behind the camera.
I'm watching for robots.
I know. Isn't it weird? So are you and Becky doing anything specific tomorrow for New Year's, or just hanging out there in the trailer?
Oh, we got big, huge plans. You want to know what they are?
Yes, please.
You're looking at it.
I had a feeling. Well,
hey, Camper Goer 1.
I couldn't type it all out.
Hi, Roy.
How do you spell it?
Hey, Catherine.
If we were camping, that's exactly what we'd be doing too.
Mel Nettie, Living Free Zip Code list is here. Dave's Grand Adventures pulling in here tomorrow.
Oh.
So, we'll be with them.
Yeah. So you're going to have some fun hanging out with people you enjoy.
And Nettie gave me syrup.
I got to show you something.
Cracker Barrel syrup.
My son got me a 6-pack. Now, I think you know I don't drink, but wait till you see this. It is a 6-pack of different hot sauces. Different strengths of heat. And there's 3 more on this side. I've never seen one of these. My favorite is the habanero. I love the habanero hot sauce. But I thought that was cute.
My kids got me that. I think they were trying to kill me. I can't do hot sauce.
So Kaylee wants to know what kind of
me
syrup.
neither.
Oh.
Maple. It's Cracker Barrel maple syrup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Mel don't like pancakes.
Really?
Yeah, so she gave me the syrup.
And she wants, because she's on keto.
Oh, yeah, she's on keto, and they don't do this on keto.
Oh, no, that's true. Yes, Kaylee, I love it. I do love it.
And I can't do
Corn syrup.
the maple syrup flavored that's corn syrup, like Aunt Jemima, Log Cabin, and all that.
Uh-huh.
I gotta have the real syrup because corn syrup doesn't go well with my colitis.
Richard likes corn syrup. He prefers corn syrup over, maple syrup of flavoring.
If he had colitis, he wouldn't.
He doesn't. Yeah, I know what colitis is. Yeah, he doesn't have it. He just doesn't like he prefers the flavor of corn syrup.
Wow, I think my grandpa was the same way though. It wasn't. It was Cairo. He put Cairo syrup on his pancakes, and I think that was a corn syrup.
That's corn syrup.
Yeah, it's a corn syrup. It's just Caro's just a brand. Yeah, a lot of people can't do hot sauce, Kaylee. I'm not one of those people.
I don't do hot sauce. Mm-mm.
How about you and Homer, Catherine? Do you like hot stuff? No.
I like it mild.
Mild. Well, I'm learning.
Talking about hot sauce.
I'm learning to cook for the majority.
Hey, Catherine, I think we have the same headphones.
What color is yours?
Orange.
Oh, I got blue. Mine are on my laptop.
Catherine, did you see that? Roy thinks you and him might have the same orange headphones,
Yeah.
earbuds. Uh-oh. You didn't hear us.
Might be losing connection.
There's a lot of people down there.
How has been your traveling? Have you had a good time traveling slow and just taking it easy?
Now that we've slowed down, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hold on, Becky's wanting in here.
What's on my butt? You about elbowed me in the nose. Put your elbow down.
Haley, I like butter and then peanut butter and then just a very slight drizzle of maple syrup, slight drizzle. I don't need a lot with the peanut butter. You like medium spicy, Capgar one. I like spicy.
You can tell you're not sitting on your pillow.
Yeah, I'm not on my booster seat.
Nope, you're a lot shorter today or this evening. I was watching guys today from my TV. I had my family had showed up, and so I just had you on in the background, and I could have swore you were taller, Becky. Oh, we lost Catherine.
I sit up on a pillow.
Yeah, during our life, she's sitting on a pillow.
Yeah,
makes it easier.
Peanut butter on pancakes.
Yes, peanut butter on pancakes.
I've had that.
Not me, and I'm
That's
a peanut butter nut. You know what I do like doing? Is taking maple syrup and mixing it with peanut butter.
That's interesting.
Okay.
That's awesome. It's according to my dad, it's a Southern thing.
It must be. I've never heard of it.
And try it. It's really, really, really good.
My son-in-law just walked in and he sees the TV behind me with me on the TV and me at the table.
We're back there.
It freaked you out, Josh? All he needs is one more of me around.
Yeah, sausage patties on my pancakes and maple syrup. Definitely.
Yep, I've done that.
I've lost interest before too. Like, especially when I'm speaking.
I don't know what there's no blanket over there.
No, but I'll make sure she don't grab them wires.
Yeah, Lulu's, I don't know what she's after.
Now, you guys are you're also not traveling with 3 dogs, right?
They're all
we got all 3 of them with us.
Oh, I thought your daughter was keeping one of them.
He wouldn't stay.
He'd be severely depressed right now if we'd left him back home because he loves it out here.
Oh, excuse me. She found the cookies.
Oh, yeah, she found the cookies. That's what she's after.
No chocolate chip for you.
I did a video this morning, a real quick one. And it was Patty Cake was standing in the window, looking outside. She was checking everything out. We had just gotten up, and Czar, the German Shepherd, was asleep on the dog bed. I just thought it was so funny. Here's the little pit bull, or the little hello, George. Glad you're here. The little beagle standing in the window doing guard watch, and the German Shepherd sound asleep.
I was thinking, the last one I seen was Patty was looking out a window. So yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Well, Jasper, the girls would have kept him, but he just wouldn't have been happy. He would have probably moped himself.
Yeah.
Something fierce.
He's a traveling dog. He loves a bum.
Oh, we could never leave Patty behind. She would be traumatized.
And somebody else, little Moose here, would have been traumatized without his buddy around.
Yeah.
He bullies him to death, but
Jasper's good with him.
Yeah, Jasper's really good with Moose.
They get used to it.
Yeah. Lulu did that with Daisy. She mourned.
Now Lulu don't let Moose push him around, but Jasper will. But Jasper keeps him in his place too when he crosses the line.
He's a traveling dog. Yep.
Dog.
He's a bum.
And we don't know
how long we got left.
Yeah, we don't know how much time we got left with Jasper.
Yeah.
He's got tumors and everything, and
they can't
operate. It just wouldn't have been fair to him to leave him back.
Right.
Yeah, the vet, he won't pass the stress test. So that means they can't do any surgeries on him.
So Patty can't have surgery either. She was supposed to have some teeth removed a while back, but they did They did a couple sets of tests, and it's not safe for her to be under anesthesia at all.
Yeah,
So,
he didn't. It was some sort of stress test, and not only that. After the surgery, he would be required to be in a kennel at the vets.
We don't do kennels.
And he can't not
He
do
freaks
a kennel.
out.
Yeah, he darn near kills himself to get out of one.
oh,
And so the vet was really concerned about that. And the vet says, I've poked and I've prodded these things. They're not bothering him. Just let it go. And he's had them now for 4 years.
yeah.
The one got bigger, but it's quit growing.
Yeah.
The one that was concerning us, he watched Jasper. He said, he's walking fine. I said, yeah. And I said, he's still eating and drinking. He goes, he's going to be 9 years old for his breed, the large dogs. He says, we're just going to let him bide his time.
Uh-huh.
So that's what we're going to do with him.
He had gotten heartworms when he was about 2 or 3. No, it was about 4.
4.
And they put him up on the X-ray thing.
And he about died
And
on
they put his paws in something to spread him apart to get a chest X-ray.
About killed him there.
And he almost went into cardiac arrest on him.
Oh my God.
So yeah, and then the vet says he's not going to pass this.
Just doing basic shots
test.
on him, he starts freaking. So
yeah,
we're not going to stress
really
him
good
anymore.
Dog. So that's why we got him out here so he can enjoy he may go another 3 or 4 or 5 years yet.
Right. You don't know.
Yeah. But while he's here, he's going to enjoy every minute he can and see what he can.
Hey, happy camper.
Hey, howdy.
How are you? Glad to see you here. Thank you for
But I will say this, the minute I see this dog starting to suffer from him, that we're going to have to make that choice then. And that's
right.
Just, there ain't no reason he's too good of a dog to suffer.
It's, it's like with Patty Cake. She's not having any pain with her tooth, or she's got a couple teeth that need to go. If it feels like she's suffering, we've had to make that decision. We had to make that decision with our Rottweiler. She had to be put down. She had lymphoma cancer, and treatment's was about $10,000. And I'm like, if I needed treatment for $10,000, I wouldn't have it for me. I mean, I don't have $10,000. I can just say I need, and so they kept her comfortable. And the day that she woke up and she literally couldn't pick her head up, I called Richard at work and I said, you got to come home. We need to take her in. And but I've got 3 little boxes for cats, were cremated.
Yeah.
And they kept, and then Haley's little great big box. It's, they're like little people to me. They're animals are people, in my opinion, in a different body.
We showed you our 4th dog at Quartzsite, remember?
What was the name?
Daisy.
Yes.
She travels with us still.
Oh.
She's the original camping dog.
Uh-huh.
We were told we were weird for bringing her with. But this dog went with us everywhere we went camping, every state we went. She went with us everywhere. She was our beagle that lived to be 14. Yeah. And she got to where she couldn't move around. She started to suffer. So we had to make congestive heart failure. So we had to make that. But here she is.
Oh.
And she goes with us still everywhere.
Uh-huh.
One day we'll put her in her resting place, but we started this lifestyle, and if she would have been alive, she'd have been right here by our side and enjoyed every minute of it. So we made the choice to bring her along. Eventually, she's going to go in a resting spot.
Yeah.
But I mean, we thought that was just something to do nice for her because she was a great dog.
That was our nanny dog.
But yeah, we've been called weird for bringing her along, but and here's a little paw print that they did over. But that was one special dog right there.
Yeah. That's the the point is that they're part of our lives, and whatever is comfortable for each individual. If you want to take that dog with you till whenever feels right to you,
We'll know when the time's right. Yeah. We haven't felt like she has seen enough yet of this, And
yeah, someone's gonna start bawling. You brought Daisy out.
Lulu
was very
Lulu's already nosing. Lulu knows. Daisy was kind of Lulu's adopted mom. And
I remember you saying that.
she's nosing this. She knows this is Daisy.
We almost had to take her back to the vet because she was mourning so bad. She didn't want to eat or drink.
Yep. But we've got her spot picked out back at the home base, and like I said, one day she'll end up there. But we don't feel like she has seen enough yet, because she would, like I said, the day, even at her age, she would have left right with us.
She went all the way down to South Carolina with us.
Oh yeah, she went to a bunch of states.
She was a bum.
Yeah.
As soon as you packed them bags, she knew it was something.
And one time, not one time, there was a couple times we didn't take her camping.
She'd get mad.
She would hold a grudge against us for 2 weeks. Yes. And
that's a diehard camper right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she loved it, and she knew the word camping. And if I got anywhere around the camper, she would start barking and yelping in the house, wanting to be out there, getting ready to go in the camper.
Yeah. So, how was Christmas back home? Were you at home for Christmas or not?
We left for Christmas.
We were in Oklahoma City.
Uh-huh.
We got to meet Danny Griswold, and we met up with James and Millie from Weekend RPN.
Come on.
Okay.
We actually spent Christmas Day with James and Millie. Lulu's like, no. Lulu don't want to give it up. See her radar ears?
She's a smart girl.
Oh, yeah.
She knows things.
She's smart.
She knows what something's going on.
What?
So you just reminded me of Griswold when you said Griswold. There was a notification today that recommended that there be you don't do people do not do any cruises right now because they've had like 5,000 sick people in the last 2 weeks between all the cruises that have been out. So I wasn't going on a cruise myself, although I'd like to someday.
He's trying to get me to do one. Maybe somewhere down the line, but not right now.
You gonna let me sit down?
Hey, Lulu, you gonna let Day sit? She says, no. Are you gonna get mouthy? Yeah.
He says, "Oh, I'm gonna get mouthy." Yep.
What?
There, she's gonna lip him.
Hey, no barking.
And aren't you? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he tricked her. She thought she was getting her TREAT.
Oh, okay.
She knows how to spell.
I know. No.
She does, huh?
Oh yeah.
So, I bet you also love traveling with a car now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know how we did it a year and a half without it. I mean, the last year, yeah, people we camped with had vehicles, made that a whole lot easier. The first year, we only had the rig, like you guys, driving the rig all the time.
And then we camped with Ray and Anthony.
Yeah, and they would take you back and forth to town and that stuff like that. But that, like, we went out today exploring the area.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice to be able just to leave your camp.
Not tear down and go.
Yep, and then get 9 miles to the gallon just to go 9 miles up the road to see a piece of rock.
Yeah, that was a little disappointing. But we found a cool campground. Corps of Engineers.
Yeah.
So
we're right here at the border of Oklahoma and Texas.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So as Kaylee says, our rig was our daily driver. As you guys know, I'm not used to feeling stuck. And it really was a stuckness because I like to go see things. And we like to see what's going on in the community around this. So I wouldn't go back without a second vehicle.
No, we'll always have a second vehicle. And there's nomads out there that had a second vehicle and then they got rid of it. And now that we were out there without one for that time and now we got one, I don't understand why they got rid of it.
I think because they camp with people that have a car that takes them.
Yeah.
A lot of them camp with the community or a tribe, and there's at least one or two people with a vehicle to go with.
And this car's set up now. I mean, I got a 60-gallon water tank in the back of it. And,
oh, wow.
a hitch to strap onto the back bumper to haul the Blue Boy down to the dump station.
Yep.
The only thing we got to move honey for, if say we're out boondocking, like we were in Arkansas.
Uh-huh.
We went 13 days on the black water tank. We couldn't make 14. It would have been nice, but I had to take it down to Love's to dump it and then bring it back, because to get to that, you got to go on a state highway, and I'm not pulling a Blue Boy down the state highway.
That might not
Probably
be.
not.
What small vehicle is good to tow?
I'm not real sure, really. She's driving ours.
Yeah, I'm driving.
But it's basically our little work vehicle. It's to keep honey supplied. And of course, we got to take honey to get propane because we don't have one of those extended stays yet.
Not yet.
But now, like here, if we didn't have full hookup here, I could hook up to the Blue Boy and take it over to the dump station.
Mhm.
So yeah, this second vehicle, it's why we went out there without one, I'll never know. But of course, we were only supposed to be out there the first winter.
Yeah, and come back and get my
come
truck.
back.
Because we made up our mind we were bringing the truck back.
Once we realized the states were doing, there could have been lockdowns or whatever they were doing, and we knew that area when we turned around. That's when we decided, we should have brought the truck.
Yeah, Kayla. Yeah, imagine going down a highway trying to do 55 miles an hour with the tote behind you full of poo.
Oh, you're going to love this. So my nephew, who was at courtside with us for a short time, he is managing a ranch here nearby, and right now, and they're using their RV because you have to be fully self-contained. And he was going up to they on the property, they can dump into the septic. There's a tube, whatever. Okay. He ended up in the tube that the stuff flows through, there's a wire apparently. I didn't know about that. So there's a wire that makes it accordion like. The wire broke and stuff went all over my nephew, all over. He had to get to my house so he could take a full shower.
Yeah, that about happened to me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why we recommend that Vectron hose. Don't buy anything but that Vectron type hose. It's a harder plastic.
And it'll last a lot longer.
Because we had one and it's 13 years old.
13 or 14.
And I told Becky, I said, we got to change this thing. It's 13 years old. Eventually, it's going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
And so we bought a Camco yellow and brown one.
From Walmart,
$57, I think it was. And it didn't make it 2 weeks. And
started leaking.
Yeah, it started leaking.
We had
already.
Instead of a sprinkler of water, a sprinkler
the
of
wire inside
water waste.
Poked its way through the brown, and it just, I was at the house and I pulled the black water and I heard water like squirting behind me, and I looked, and all down through this hose, it's like a little garden sprinkler just spraying everywhere.
Oh goodness.
And I told Becky, I said, man, that
good thing we are in the backyard.
2 weeks. Yeah, I'm glad it was on our property.
Yeah.
So then we went to change the toilet out in the bathroom, and so we had to shop around for that. Finally found one, went and got it, and they had the Vectron hose there, and it was like $58 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I told her, I said, we need to get that. That's the one I want right there. And she wouldn't let me get it that day. Well,
we knew what it was, so
yeah.
I was going to look to find it cheaper.
Yeah, she said, I can get that cheaper off the internet. So we go down to Myers, next town over, and they had it there. And it was $20 cheaper than what it was at that store.
Oh,
and I put it in the cart, and I said, we're getting it now.
Yeah, because I just looked online and said, grab it.
Yeah.
So that's called a Vectron hose?
It's I think Vectron's the company or something, Vectrek or something like that.
Hose.
It's red and black.
Red and black.
It's the only red and black one that I know of.
Okay, I will look at that.
They're very durable. Like I said, ours lasted 13 years, and that was with heavy usage too.
Yeah.
So I today watched Randy the Mobile Traveler. He put in a Nature's Head in Camper Van Kevin's Bigfoot, and so because in his video he talked about how he wants to do longer boondocking, like even up to sounds like a couple months, and so and with one person in a Nature's Head, it apparently Kaylee says Vectron. So that, yeah.
Vectron, okay.
So that I would love to have one, but they're still about 1,000. I think he said he paid 1,055, something like that for it. And it would be so nice to have one of those. As it turns out, I'm not so excited about black water. I'm just not a fan of it. But for now, and
we've been messing with black water since we've been camping, so it's really nothing for me.
Yeah.
We can go. The average stay is 14 days. We've made it 14 days on that black water. We just didn't do it. We're out of practice, apparently. We didn't do it on out of Arkansas. But that's how we did it last summer when we were at Flagstaff, or summer before last.
Yeah.
Go our 14 days, and on our way to the next stop, we stop at a dump station and dump and just go on. It's never really been a problem for us.
uh-huh.
And now we got a blue boy too, though.
So my nephew got me one. Well, got us one for, I don't know when maybe it was my birthday. He gave me a blue boy for my birthday, but sometime he got us a blue boy. And they're using one up at the ranch as well, because there's actually quite a few people using their little trailer toilet. But yeah, I'd like to have a Nature's Head or something of that nature, a composting toilet. I'm just saying, I didn't think I'd ever want one, but I think I might like to have one.
If anything, I would like to take ours out and put an electric incinerator toilet back there, but they're pretty expensive too. It just turns everything into ash. They have one in my stepdad's shop, and they love it. Yeah,
just a little ashtray.
A little ashtray you pour in the trash.
Little ashtray.
Yeah, but they put one in my stepdad's shop, and they love it. Because it's too rocky for a septic system out there. But they're like almost $2,000, $1,000 to $2,000.
Yeah, they're expensive, but it seems like a good idea too. Yes, ma'am. It is just a poo hauler. It hooks right up and.
Oh, that's it. Kaylee's got it. It's Valterra. That's yep. That's it. That's the name of it. Valterra.
Valterra. Okay.
Red hose with black connectors, and it should have. Ours came with a clear elbow too.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's Valterra. That's the name of it.
Yeah, Blue Boy is a poo hauler.
Yep.
I had our Blue Boy when we were at the house before I put the dump station in at the house. For 3 times I had to use the lawnmower to haul it, and our neighbors are looking at me like. But one neighbor come over and he says, "What is that tank you have on the back of that? Is it some sort of special fertilizer you're putting on your lawn?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, it's fertilizer, but I ain't putting it on the lawn."
Oh, that's
told him what it
funny.
was, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I had told Richard I would be done by 5:30. It's 5:34. 5:34. So I'm going to have to hang up, as I always say. I know that that's.
Richard, howdy.
Yep.
I will. He's in watching TV, and I got to make him something to eat. But he sees a doctor next week, so we'll see how things are going for him then. Camping therapy. I have a Rhinoflex hose in a trash bag in case I ever get a camper with a bathroom again. Too expensive to get rid of. Then have yeah, I would imagine.
They are. Now I don't know anything about the Rhinoflex brand. I think it's the black and orange one. Their Blue Boys are pretty durable.
Yeah.
So
but I know after having that hose for 13 or more years, I ain't never using nothing other than that one now.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I imagine this is an old hose on here right now that we've got. Although I think Richard got a new hose. I think maybe he just got a new connector. So Camp Gore one, she's been using borax in her poo tank, no smell.
We have an RV.
Yes.
I was gonna say I haven't smelled anything. I haven't smelled ours since we've left Quartzsite.
No,
he has an RV that looks just like ours.
Who does?
Identical.
Camp Goer one.
Yep, Camp Gore one.
I thought she was in a Class B. I may have her confused with another channel, but yeah, I was thinking she was in Class B.
She's in a C. It's just like ours. Mine is orange. Camping therapy. Hers orange. Borax, Dawn dish soap, and lots of water. Yes. we had to go dump our tank. Well, my nephew went with me to dump because they'd been using the RV up at the ranch for a while. It's back here at the house now. And so we went to dump it. And I said, now we have to make sure there's plenty of water in there, William, because I do know that much. He knew what to do too. He's been dumping. All right. Well, it's good to talk to you guys and see you, and have a safe trip. When do you think you're going to be back in Quartzsite, or are you just playing it by ear?
When we get there.
But now it's playing it by ear because
we still got to go there.
Yeah, we're still going there. It's just we've slowed down just to enjoy things. I mean, this going to bed, waking up, running 8 hours down the road, going to bed, waking up, run another 8 hours down the road. It was getting expensive, very expensive and tiring, and we were just missing a lot.
Couldn't sightsee anything. You're just going.
Yeah. Well, people are doing this. I mean, and I assume you're doing it because you enjoy it. And you want to see things and do things. And if that's all that we get to do is just get up and drive and go to bed and get up and drive, it's taking the fun out. Quartzsite or wherever you're going to end up will always be there.
We did it on the way to Quartzsite, all the way out there. Went to bed, drove, went to bed, and got out there.
And slept for 2 days.
We did it coming back. At first, we weren't doing it, but then her sister got bad, so that was not an issue. And then we said when we left, we weren't going to do that. And we were doing that. And it took us getting all the way to Arkansas. Well, not Arkansas. Yeah, it was Arkansas. And we were sitting at the table and we looked and said, why are we rushing? We came out here to slow down, enjoy. Right. And it was draining the bank account fast. I mean, it's $100 for like a half a day. It's $100 to move this rig. If we drive all day, it's $200. And at $200 every day, it goes fast.
Yes.
So yeah. We before we went fully broke, we said, hey, we need to stop, slow down, smell the roses, and do what we intended to do coming out here.
Some cool stuff there in Arkansas.
We'd have missed a lot in Arkansas when we were over there. And a lot of people think that it's just the people that are out here. You can jump in this rig and go wherever you want and do whatever you want whenever you can. And in the reality of it, you can't. It takes money to do that.
Yes.
And you want to burn all your money up and go do things, then the next thing you know, you're going to be on YouTube begging for money.
Yes.
And a lot of them has done that in the past. And we don't want to be one of those channels. We're out here to slow down, live most stressful free life we can, and see what we can see. Because we don't know how long we got left on this planet.
No.
And I don't want to be stuck in a sticks and bricks and then years down the road going, what if we would have bought an RV and took off?
Yeah.
But that's, like I said, the bank account was going down fast. We would have made it out to Quartzsite. But
would have missed some cool things though.
When we'd have got there, we probably would have had to sit there till the next payday. But still, that I didn't, and that was really starting to stress me too, and her. And I mean, we weren't arguing or nothing. It's just you could just see the stress in our faces when we come out the first time. We had a heck of a emergency fund. But then she got sick and they all got ate up through that and everything.
Yeah.
And when we come out here the second time, we didn't have emergency fund. But we had enough. And
on my phone.
Then by us not sticking to our original plan, and like I said, I was watching that bank go chink, 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 chink. And I was like, we can either go to Quartzsite and sit there and wait, or we can just start doing our 2-week thing. Because if you move 2 weeks, here's the thing. Right now, Honey's almost full of gas. Almost. Because we try to do that when we park. We try to top it off and then go park. We take off, go somewhere for 2 weeks. That's at least $200 if we do an all-day drive. Okay, then you set for another 2 weeks, and it's possibly up to another $200 to move. Okay, now you go 5 days. That's within 5 days, every $200, you just burn $1,000 up in 5 days.
Right.
That you could,
and that's just honey. That's not the car.
Yeah, and just honey.
That's not the car.
And if you go and do the 2-week thing, if you drive both of those times at 8 hours, you've just spent $400. So it's less than half what you spent in 5 days.
Right.
You know, having that car out there makes it a lot easier because now we don't have to sit at camp and twiddle our thumbs and be bored and stare at each other. But
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at this mug.
Camp One, how far? So you're in the Phoenix area, I believe, and it's about, well, from Quartzsite, it was pretty much 1,000-mile drive. So it's, you know, it's a ways. It's a good drive, but it's, I'd say, Phoenix to Eugene, and I believe you're in Phoenix. I could be wrong, but
about an hour and a half east of Quartzsite, I think Phoenix was.
Hour and a half. Depends on traffic too.
One of my sisters lived there for 13 years. Anyways, yeah, it's a probably a 900-mile, 800, 900-mile drive, somewhere in that vicinity, depending on exactly where you're at. So Oregon would love to see you. I could tell you that. All right. I'm going to have to go, guys. I got a hungry husband in there, and thank you guys for coming up and saying hi to us and sharing.
Oh, we're glad we caught you. You're hard to catch now when you switch your time. It ain't like we miss you on purpose. Oh. It's by the time you roll around, we've gotten busy and done forgot, and when you moved it to 2:00.
Well, I haven't had a committed time yet, but I believe it'll be 2:00. After the first, when I've got some things straightened around, it will be 2:00, and it'll be consistent. This has not been consistent for a little while, but I really am trying to do something every week, and I'm working on a video about how to do a StreamYard video. So for one of my interviews coming up, and she wants to learn how to do StreamYard, and so I'm going to teach her how to do StreamYard. And anybody else down the road who might want to know how to do a StreamYard video, or do a StreamYard live if they've never done it, because I had to learn. It was.
See, Lucretia, I told you eventually you'd be showing people how to do things.
I know, it is pretty amazing because
it is, ain't it?
Remotely I'm not a techie person, but it's really very simple. It's
You're
actually
doing a great job.
Few steps and you're done. All right. Yeah. So she's in Phoenix. You're about 8 hours away, something like that. You can come to Oregon. It will be here. Let me know when you're coming. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming up.
You have a great night.
Great night.
See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Okay, so you guys, thank you for showing up. I'm always glad when people show up in my live streams, and I enjoy you. I appreciate that you come around and hang out with us and chat with us and tell us what you're doing. And got a little scratchiness in my throat. So I love having people. We have a gorgeous state. We have a gorgeous state. And so anyways, you guys, if I do not do a live stream tomorrow, depending on how crazy it gets here at my house, you have a nice, safe New Year's Eve. And I will be back next week. So you guys stay healthy, stay safe, and have a great, safe New Year's Eve. All right. Bye-bye.